Ever wondered why the rich just keep getting richer? Why does the gap between the rich and the poor only continue to grow? Well, in this video, I'm going to cover how the rich have managed to get where they are today and some of the things that you can try out to climb the ladder of success with some simple habits. By the time you finish watching this video, you will have been wondering why you haven't incorporated these 9 habits sooner. Hey, it's Josh, and I'm your financial connoisseur, here to guide you on your way to financial freedom, and to teach you the best habits to have if you want to become richer. If you're new here, make sure you click that subscribe button, and if at the end of the video you like what you see, and want others to see it too, don't forget to smash that thumbs up. So let's get started on showing you how you can go from your monthly salary stagnating to being up there with the big bosses, enjoying the high life. And make sure you stay tuned until the very end, because the last habit is probably one of the most important ones. 9 most popular habits of rich people. Number 1, going to bed early. This first habit is all about getting some quality sleep. So what does that exactly mean? Going to bed early. An essential part of productivity is being able to focus, so going to bed early is a great habit to get into. Now, this may seem like something a parent might say rather than a financial advisor, but going to bed early and getting a good night's sleep is essential to being productive the next day. Before going to bed, plan out a nighttime routine. Give yourself at least an hour without a phone, TV, or social media. Make sure it's peaceful and quiet. Maybe read a book. This helps to relax your mind and helps you to be able to doze off without a problem. A healthy adult needs between 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. So it means if you go to sleep around 10 PM, it means you would be fully awake at 5 AM, leaving time for a healthy breakfast and a quick workout at the gym before work. Benjamin Franklin had the famous piece of advice: early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. This advice, it seems, was taken by American business magnate and investor Jeff Bezos. Jeff makes sure he gets a full 7 hours of sleep by going to bed at 10 PM, which has worked out for him well, building one of the biggest companies in the world. You all know it, it's Amazon. Number 2, pay yourself first. This next habit is all about making sure that you pay yourself first. By saying pay yourself first, it might sound like I mean give yourself a salary first, but this isn't the case. What it actually means is to save before you do anything else. So the day you get your income, before you pay anything on bills, groceries and meals, be sure to put some money away for yourself first. Most people wait and only save what's left over. The reason for getting into the habit of paying yourself first is to ensure your future financial goals are covered, maybe for a down payment on a house or even retirement. A good way to do this is to have it automatically go out of your paycheck into a savings or investment account as soon as you get paid. So pretend like it doesn't even exist. By paying yourself at least 10% of whatever you earn, putting it into some form of investment, like the stock market, over the long haul, you'll tap into the power of compound interest, which means your investments will continue to grow as you put more money in. Sir John Templeton, one of the top financial traders of all time, was paying himself 50% during his early years. He's since passed away, but he became a multi-billionaire and one of the richest men in the world at the time. So it really does pay off to put away your income for the future. Number 3, exercise regularly. This next habit is one that most people struggle to do consistently, and that is exercising regularly. You might be thinking that to get rich you need to work, and work a bit more, but actually breaking up the day with some exercise has massive benefits for the mind, body, and your wallet. Exercise is a really great way to reduce stress, and this increases focus and allows you to make good decisions. Apple CEO Tim Cook has been quoted as saying his early waking routine and an hour in the gym keeps his stress at bay. Now, we're not saying that you need to get up at 4 AM, but a regular exercise routine is a good idea. Tim Cook is right by saying it does keep stress away, but it also releases endorphins to improve your mood and keep you motivated for the day ahead. 70-year-old Richard Branson agrees as well. His fitness routine involves a game of tennis in the morning and sometimes another one in the evening. He'll also do some weightlifting, and if he's on his private island, he'll fit in some kite surfing as well. A healthy body means a healthy and motivated mind. So make sure that you set out your exercise routine nice and early to make sure that you stick to it. Keep active at least 3 times a week. What you actually do is up to you. Run, cycle, lift, whatever you enjoy the most to keep you motivated. I personally love climbing. Number 4, improving your earning ability. Now, this next habit is all about improving your own ability to earn more money. Again, working hard might be the obvious solution to get rich, but a lot of people work hard and see very little return from their efforts. This is where it pays off to improve your earning potential. There are loads of ways you can do this, but the two that we're going to look at are to improve your ability to learn and ways of obtaining more leverage. Former Microsoft CEO Bill Gates swears by his consistent reading to improve his learning. He reads at least an hour every day and has told the New York Times reading is one of the chief ways that he learns and has been since he was a kid. The top execs never stop learning because the world is moving so fast. And if you don't evolve with it, well, you're going to get left in the dust. Obviously, reading isn't the only way that you can improve your learning ability. Just changing the timing of your learning can also work. By spacing any kind of study out within the day will reinforce what you've learned. Doing a little bit at a time often always beats cramming in information for long periods of time. So make sure you get a bit of learning time into your daily routine, even if it's just 10 minutes. The more you learn, the more skills you have to make money, and the better edge you will have over your competition. Obtaining more leverage is also key. The more leverage you have, the more money you can stand to make. Leverage can come from borrowing. Obviously, debt is seen as a dirty word, but if you've got a solid business plan and a proven way of making money, then borrowing isn't such a bad idea. There are plenty of startup loans that will give you the leverage that you'll need to get started. Remember to also leverage your business relationships, time, and mind with all the habits that we're going through today. Number 5, meditation and prayer. This next habit is often overlooked by lots of people because they don't realize the impact that it has on your entire life. And I'm talking about meditation and prayer. When you work hard, learn hard, and exercise hard, it's difficult for your brain to process that information. One of the best ways it does this is with a good night's sleep that we looked at earlier. The other way, during the day, is to use meditation and prayer. The success of apps like Headspace and Calm have shown how popular reflecting on your mind is, and it's an essential habit to pick up if you want to process the information you need to get rich. TV queen and massively successful media business woman Oprah Winfrey swears by meditation and has set up meditation and wellness courses for her loyal fans. If you're a religious person, then prayer may have the same effect on you. Owner of burger giant Wendy's, Dave Thomas, is a devout Christian and no doubt makes sure that his prayer is a big part of his routine. The advantage of both meditation and prayer is to reduce stress, put things into perspective, and help avoid your brain from becoming cluttered by decisions and tasks that you have to make throughout your day. A clear, focused mind can be one of your greatest weapons. And let me just add that you do not need to be confined to a religion to practice meditation or prayer. It works for everybody. Number 6, valuing relationships. Now, habit number 6 is a time-tested habit that everyone needs to do more often, and that is building more valuable relationships. Any successful person is only as good as the relationships they build. Getting rich on your own is pretty difficult, if not impossible, if you're lucky. If you have a group of like-minded people around you with a shared goal of success, then you're all going to get better. Why not try setting up a mastermind group or joining one? Despite the fact that this sounds like some kind of board game or quiz show, a social mastermind group is actually the knowledge and effort of 2 or more people who work towards a definite purpose in the spirit of harmony. You could find one in your field of work to learn from others and also help them out. Pooling resources together is a surefire way to improve and work on success. There are also other coaching groups or support groups that can help you out along the way. For a great example of great collaboration, it's hard to look beyond Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. These two have been friends for over 30 years, and between them, they've managed to get some of the world's most influential and wealthiest people to donate huge amounts of wealth to charity, all while being best friends and obtaining tremendous amounts of wealth at the same time. Number 7. Read more books. We touched on this habit a little bit earlier when discussing about improving your earning ability, and that is reading more books. This one might seem pretty obvious, but to improve in anything in life, it helps to read more books. Books can give you an insight into a rich person's way of working, and the wealthy are only too happy to let you know all of their little secrets. 88% of all rich people read self-development books. Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla, is an avid reader and has put his knowledge of rockets down to his reading habit. Not only does he read non-fiction on how to do the amazing stuff he does on a daily basis, but he also reads fantasy novels and other stories to keep that imagination of his on its toes. In addition to reading books, it's also a good idea to watch documentaries on Netflix or watch YouTube videos, as these often contain information on what's happening right now that could help you come up with your next world-changing $1 million idea. Number 8. Review goals on a consistent basis. Do you have goals that you review on a consistent basis? If you don't, then you could be costing yourself from ever achieving those goals. Anyone can make goals, but only successful people stick to them. To do this, you need to make sure that you're reviewing your goals regularly and comparing your progress to what you set out to do in the first place. Why not put a reminder on your calendar to check in with yourself every 3 months or so to see where you are with the goals that you've set? Both Jim Carrey and Bruce Lee wrote down the success that they wanted to achieve and kept it with them for review on a regular basis. The rest, well, is now history. They predicted their own success, which might seem like they knew the future. But instead, because they consistently reviewed their goals, their success was destined to happen. There's nothing stopping you from doing the same for yourself. Write down what you want to achieve now and make sure you're checking in with yourself to see what you're doing right and what things you need to change. It's important to always create short-term and long-term goals so that you can always be accomplishing your short-term ones that lead up to your long-term goals. And number 9, count your money regularly. This final habit is all about the money that you've already made. Rich or poor, you need to be counting your money. That way, you keep track of it, and you can start planning for the future, as well as make sure that you're always making money and not just spending it. Poor people have a tendency not to do this. They only look at their money when it's payday, and then forget about it for the rest of the month. They also have a tendency to stick their heads in the sand when times get tough, rather than making a plan that'll help them turn a profit. Rich people keep tabs on their accounts and are in total control of their money. They pay themselves first, like we said earlier, and know exactly what's going in and coming out of their accounts. A lot of the time, rich people are actually more frugal than poor people, which is how they get rich in the first place. Make sure that you're in the rich category, even if your bank balance is looking a little low this month. Keep tabs on your account on a weekly basis and know exactly what's going in and out, and start running your personal finances like a company. So there you have it, the top 9 habits of rich people that you can start incorporating into your life ASAP. Make sure you look after your mind, body, and finances, and that you're constantly checking in on all 3. Also, make sure that you never stop learning, just like all the world's top CEOs. With all this, don't forget to maximize the money that you do have and take a chance on the money that you don't. Oh, and remember that this is a team game. You don't need to be doing all of this on your own. Put all of these habits into play, and there's no reason why you can't be as rich and successful as the people that are already doing it. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe to my channel to see more content like this. In the comments below, let me know which of these habits you're going to pick up and how you're going to start doing them. I will see you next time.